Hello, my beautiful internet people. It's Auntie Vonnie here. Welcome to my channel. I'm here sitting in my garden, enjoying the beautiful weather. We've had the most glorious weather, for the past 2 weeks. It's been really, really good and very, very hot. And it reminded me of Africa, of my home in Africa, but I'm here now, so I'm gonna make the most of the beautiful weather that we have today. Look at the blue sky. Let me show you. Yeah, there's the blue sky. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. Okay. I am here to ask you a very important question. What stories do you tell yourselves? Okay, let me reframe that. Let me say it differently. What stories do we tell ourselves, me included? I ask this question not because I have the answers, but because it's something that has triggered me and in some way, and I thought I might as well come and talk about it here. Because what happens is sometimes the stories we tell ourselves, they either help us to achieve our dreams, or they keep us stuck in the places that we don't want to be, in the places that we are unhappy. So some of these stories are the excuses that we give as a reason for not doing the things that we should be doing. I've made a list here of some of these stories, and I want to share some of these most common stories that people, we like to tell ourselves. For instance, sometimes we say to ourselves, I'm too old to start something new. Who told you that you can't start something new because you're too old? That is not a fact, it's just a story. I'm not smart enough. What do you mean you're not smart enough? How do you define smart? Think of all the things that you've been able to do. Did you need to be smart? Sometimes you don't need to be smart as in being intelligent. You just need to take action. The other story we tell ourselves is that, I'm too busy, I don't have time, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay, if you're too busy, are you doing something that's productive, something that's going to add to improving your life? Well, that's another story that we tend to tell ourselves. Another story that we tell ourselves is that I'm not good with technology. Believe it or not, I struggle with technology. And this is why I've got I'm running this small YouTube channel, and I struggle, with a lot of how to edit, how to do this or that. But I've said to myself, I'm not going to make that a story that will be the reason for me to stop doing this channel just because I'm not good with technology. So I'm still gonna do it and put it out there. Whether anybody watches it or not, that doesn't really matter. And then sometimes the story that I tell myself, instead of exercising, I say, I'm too tired. I can't go outside, it's too cold. It's raining, I can't go for a walk. That is just a story. We tell ourselves so many stories. And sometimes we say to ourselves, I'm gonna fail anyway, so why bother? Yeah, you need to bother because you don't know until you try whether you will succeed. There's that song, if you remember, you can do it if you really want. If you can do it if you really want, but you must try and try try and try. You succeed at last. Yes, so effort, putting effort, just trying something. In the end, you will succeed. Or in the end, you'll have the confidence to do whatever you want. The other story we tell ourselves is that, oh, I don't have money. I don't have enough money to start a business. Have you tried other ways of starting? Have you put yourself out there to ask for the money? You never know what the universe has for you. It's important that you try and see what happens. If you ask your friends, your family to help you, or just start small. You don't have to start big. So don't tell yourself that story. Sometimes we say, oh, people like me don't succeed. Yes. You know, there are times when we think, oh my goodness, I don't fit in this place, or I'm not part of this community, or so I'm not going to succeed, or I'm not going to be welcomed, or so you exclude yourself just because you feel that you don't belong to a certain community or a certain group of people. But have you tried doing that? Isn't that just an excuse or a story that you tell yourself? So you see, these are some of the stories that we all tell ourselves, me included, for excuses to stop us from doing the things that we should be doing. How about if we flip this story and start to tell a positive story, a story that will empower us to try, to just do the things that we want to do. For instance, I could say, okay, it's never too late for me to begin my YouTube channel. I'm going to learn. I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to ask the younger people to teach me how to do it. So you are telling a different story, but in a positive way. And these are the stories that we should be talking about. And if you say that you don't have certain skills, tell yourself that you are capable of learning. Nowadays, technology is so advanced, you don't even have to know how to read. You can listen to an audio and learn a skill. You can watch something on the screen and learn how to do certain things. There is so much that you can do. So it's important, that we change our story. Sometimes we say, oh, I don't have the confidence to do this or to do that. I don't have this confidence to speak. Well, give it a try. Talk to yourself, in your bedroom or in your house. Just, spend some time talking to yourself and see what happens. Or, speak to a small group of your friends or family and see what happens. Yeah. And another positive story that you could talk about is that my voice and my life experiences deserve to be heard by the world because they may help somebody. There is somebody somewhere who might just be waiting to hear your story. The other day, I watched a video of this lady who'd walked away from an unhappy situation. And that story really helped me because I'm somebody that tends to stay in places where I know that I am no longer happy, or I know that I should not be in that environment. But sometimes I find excuses. I tell the stories that, okay, I'm going to stay here because if I leave, I'll lose this and that. You see what I mean? I hope it's making sense to you. So, people, I would love to know what stories you're telling yourselves, whether negatively or positively. So, I would like to encourage you, and you encourage me as well. So, leave your comments below in this video. Let's start this conversation about the stories that we tell ourselves. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, And most importantly, subscribe to my channel. This is Auntie Vonnie. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.